let's get some ideas on this. First, just take a quick 1/4 level turning talk and show your partner what you did.
But now we're in 16.
Isn't there square?
Yeah. No, I never had all of the last year.
No, I didn't.
So it's important that all the pieces are the same size. That's what I hear you saying. Okay, let's pull back now. Is there somebody who would like to go show us on the hover game, since we've got it working now, an equivalent fraction that you were able to find with 16ths? Maybe somebody we haven't heard. Cody, we hadn't heard from you yet today. You'll have to use a loud formal normal back there.
I knew that 4/16 is equal to 1/4.
How'd you know that?
Because 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16.
Okay, but I thought this whole thing was 1, so I'm confused. Tell us again.
That 4/16 is equal to 1/4.
Agreement? Disagreement? How many other people have that shown on your drawing? You have a lot of people. Any disagreement? Okay, so what's an equation that we could write to show that? Just go talk to the person next to you while Cody's thinking. What's an equation that we could use?
Maybe we can do divide by
Now, what do we see?
Yeah.
What that tells
Yeah.
us? Okay, great. Let's pull back together again. I've been hearing some interesting equations. We'll start with you though, Cody. What'd you see?
I saw that 4
So if we're saying 4 times, we're thinking, what do we have 4 of here? Okay, so we're taking 4 times 4/16. If I take 4 times 4/16, though, don't I have a whole? How can we say this? What are we taking? 4 times, okay, so if we took 4 times 1/4, still got that whole. Who can help us out? Who can help us reason through some of this? Kenzie, what do you think?
If we do 1/16 times 4, it will be 4/16.
1/16 times 4 equals 4/16. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, well let me write that. 1/16 times 4, I'm writing that twice as big because of course that's the whole number, equals 4/16 Anybody want to talk about that any further?
You could add on equals 1/4.
Could I do that? Would that tell the story about equivalent fractions? Great, do you want to cut yours out and put yours up here, Cody? I heard a really nice discussion that was going on while he's doing that. Do you guys want to talk about what you were talking about and what you figured out?
Well,
You can go back to the Hubbard cam and show us, okay? So while Cody's doing this, this was a really interesting discussion that came up.
Jarvis said that he was using this drawing to show 16, and I said that when you erased it and changed it. Anyway, he changed it, but what he had was a drawing of many different half of 1/16 and 1.5 of 16, so they weren't the same size. And I said that that would not work because they weren't the same size.
So is it important as we divide up these units, these geoboards, that they have equal parts, that the parts are the same size? Okay. So I love what was happening there because you remember that Jarvis showed us his first one and these parts were all congruent to each other. And then he started messing around with how to cut that in half and it didn't work as well, did it? Yeah, you guys did a good job of cutting that out. So how are you doing? Getting it? Here's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to go back to your seats, listen carefully before you move, and with your elbow to elbow, knee to knee person, see if you can find equivalents to 1/2 using all of these different denominations, and 3/4, and see what that looks like. See if you can come up, you've got geoboards on your tables, so you can use those if you need to. Who's got it? Put that in your own words. Somebody we've not heard a lot from today. Renee?
That we're looking at 1/2 and seeing what the equivalent fraction for halves, which is already done. 4s, 8, and 16. And then we're going to go to the bottom line and see what's equivalent to 3/4.
Okay, does that make sense? Okay, keep it at about a level 1/2 as you're working with your elbow to elbow, knee to knee, talking about this.
Here, use this one. Don't use that one. It's gonna break.
As you work, I want you to remember how to label. Think about how you would label these drawings that you have. It's like if it were congruent.
You know, I would make square units out of these little. So you have to make your
I
eights
think
over.
I'm
You
wondering
like,
if this is going to match what you did on the geo.
gonna go around and I did mine double count, right? I did mine double count, so they knew which one would be.
16th.
I left the white.
I'm confused about seeing where the fruits are. Yeah, you did. Let's listen to how she's
I basically made 2 fourths, but I finally
She's got your fingers on the floor.
That's 12, 16. I'm doing you can make them into fish. I really did. Oh, I did that wrong. Wait, look. I think I do this. It makes it out. Okay. I guess. I don't like this. And then what you have to do is you can split them in half like this. So then you have 16. So then you have 116 plus 116 plus 116. 116 plus 116. 116. 116. That's 116. Equals 1 half. I don't like this. So 16. 16. Hey. What? 16 on this. I'm gonna take this, okay?
Forgetting to record the information on your sheet. You've got a front and a back.
Oh, come on, don't make a show. And then you I'm gonna do these in red so everybody knows that